Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, we get whacked. It's Hitman. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it.
Welcome to Friday the 16th of September. We are doing the Hitman series.
Yeah, it's IO Interactive, which is a Danish company.
Danish?
And, yeah.
I like the Danishes.
I love Danishes. No, actually, I don't. I don't like Danish, the donuts. I have no problem with the people. Anyway, yeah, IO Interactive.
Jeez, Danish.
And it's one of those games that it's become kind of a franchise, iconic. Started in 2000, actually. I thought it was earlier than that, but
Yeah, so
it's
did I.
2000. Computer game, it was a PC game first, I think. It was Hitman, codename 47, which we all know 47 is his name. That's really all, barcode and 47, that's all we know. Anyway, so it's this, infiltration, assassination, kind of detective work a little bit.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing about it is it's solving puzzles about killing people.
Yeah, well, it's finding out, paths that bodyguards tread.
Right.
The thing is, okay, so the first two games. No, it's really the first three games, which is Hitman, codename 47, and then Hitman 2, which is Assassin, Silent Assassin, and then Contracts. All three of those were mostly kind of a militant edge. You infiltrate heavily guarded places,
right.
Or there is a little bit of meet them at the restaurant kind of thing. Classic assassination like Goodfellas, where he puts the gun behind the toilet.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, stuff like that. But it wasn't until Blood Money, which is the most recent one, where they actually did like suburban environments as well. But anyway, it's infiltration is the primary goal, to assassinate your target. So the first hint of this I got was from an N64 game, Mission Impossible. And you would don somebody else's face or costume,
right.
and work your way into like a party where there was a bunch of evil people there, and pick them off, pick off their bodyguards and plant things and yada yada yada. That really kind of set the tone for what these filled. That's what I loved playing that game. Did you ever play that game?
Yeah.
Mission Impossible game?
Yeah.
There were other parts that weren't that.
Right.
But those are the parts I responded to. I can remember one like in a Russian embassy or something where you had to like infiltrate as a waiter or something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Anyway, so this filled that and just took it to the nth degree, I think.
Right. So you can basically, if there's like a guard, you follow the guard, and when his back is turned, you kill him, and then throw him over something, and then take his
You
clothes.
dispose of the body, hide the body.
Hide the body,
That's another thing, is they did all the little nuances, as in, if you see a corpse lying around, then you're going to be a little more cautious, and especially in Blood Money. I think it showed up a little bit in Contracts too, but there's like heightened states of awareness. Like
right.
There's more, they become more and more aware the more mistakes you make or the more bodies you leave. But it's one of those things where you start off as a garbage truck driver or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get his costume and you dispose the body through the garbage truck maybe. And then you work your way, to like a bodyguard, and you find one taking a leak in the john, and take him out, take his clothes. Now you're a bodyguard, so you can get closer, But you can only stay that for a certain amount of time before they start being suspicious.
Right.
It's funny because it does bring me to a point where he's bald, right? And I think they did that because it's like, oh, well, he can put on a wig, he can whatever. He never does put on a wig, so he always kind of sticks out.
Yeah.
A little bit to us. Yeah.
Can you see the barcode on the back of his head?
Right. It's like in the first game, the Goodfellas scene that I talked about, where you leave a weapon in the restroom and then you meet somebody there because they like pat you down, but you've already got the weapon planted there.
Mm-hmm.
It is very much you're like a Chinaman that works there or something like that. You have like this bandana and you're supposed to be like a triad or something, but he's like a bald
white
guy, yeah. And they do actually make reference to that in the game. He says, "I wasn't expecting a European, kind of thing." But it's just really funny. It's like there's no way that they would not be totally, suspicious of that. But barring the little things, I really enjoy that kind of. Yeah, you just wait at a corner and just watch, and see what routines they have, or you wait until they're alone, or whatever. It is a lot of waiting and observing to get kind of the right timing and figuring out, like who gets closest to your target. Like, is it the waiter? Is it a bodyguard? Is it, whatever, and then going after that outfit. And there is a little bit of option to be able to run and gun if you get stuck, but it's a lot more difficult than most other games. Even Splinter Cell, I think, is a little bit easier if you get in that, if you're caught, you can unload, and get to a safe point or whatever. But this one, kind of once you blow it,
you kind of get shot to death.
Yeah, you're in trouble. So, you're not quite as much of a fan as me.
I'm not a terribly huge fan of the Hitman series. Because I like the option of being able to choose between, doing the stealthy thing or, going in guns a-blazing, which you can't really do in this game. Which is why I like Deus Ex so much. You can choose to go stealthy. But with that said, I have played stealth games that I really enjoyed, like, was it Thief Deadly Shadows was really good? Oh, excuse me.
That one I missed.
Which one was a good one? Well, that one was interesting because you can take to the shadows, and hide in the shadows. So as long as you find a shadow, you're okay. And that was the fun was, jumping from shadow to shadow. In this, there are no shadows. You just, if you're spotted, you're spotted. You can't go and hide, so...
Yeah, because, it's really, the problem I have with those, like Splinter Cell even, you can hide in the shadows.
Right.
But really, how well can you not see someone in the shadow? Really?
Well, what I liked about Thief was it was almost... He had like a magical ability almost to hiding in the shadows.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Is like this is like a realistic, like if you were crouched down in the shadow, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then you'd be caught. You'd be done.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really appreciate this.
I like it too. I think it's interesting.
There's fairly large maps, and so you can figure out like what floor to go after.
Right.
Like go through the wine cellar, go through the boathouse, go through the ceiling, the rooftops.
Right, and there's always a different way of doing things that you can take, but I don't know. I guess the mechanics don't really jive with me.
Well, there's one that's scheduled for release in 2012.
Okay.
And it's going to be a lot more. You know how Batman has like the detective stuff where you can go into the detective mode. It's going to have some of that apparently.
I think a lot of people are doing that now.
And it's also going to have a targeting system where you can like plan just like Red Dead Redemption, where you can plan like who to take out, and so like you can tag them.
Right.
If there's like 3 in a room, you can tag this one first, and then these 2, and then go for it.
Right.
So there is a little bit more dynamic stuff in there. I immediately think of like Assassin's Creed and how you can like slip into a crowd and be lost.
Right.
But again, that's not really that realistic. Like you pretty much stick out even in a crowd of 5. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
In Hitman, there's scenes like at Mardi Gras and stuff where you really can get lost, and it's not a mechanic like, oh, you stay in this circle long enough and you disappear to your enemies. It's really just to get out of his line of sight and you're okay, which I appreciate. I appreciate the realistic nature of this. I guess we can talk about the movie a little bit. It didn't get a very good reception.
I didn't mind the movie.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty decent. Yeah. I don't know. I think that the guy who played 47... He's also from Deadwood. He was the sheriff. He might have been slightly miscast. I don't really... I see him as much more of a Michael Caine, sort of, in the day. Like, back in the day when he was youthful. Michael Caine.
I'm trying to remember what he looked like back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know. Just more of a little bit more regal, more adult. I don't know. This guy seemed a little MTV to me.
I don't know about regal.
Okay. Well, anyway... yeah, so the movie was okay, but I'm looking forward to the new game.
I like the humor that they throw in there. Every once in a while, you get something funny.
Yeah, he's a fairly bland personality, so they can hang a lot of stuff on him.
Right.
And it's very Mission Impossible-esque, where he gets a a message on his computer or whatever to tell him to assassinate so and so, and so you can like pick your weapons beforehand. He's got like a cable that he can choke
fiber
people
wire.
with, fiber wire, and knives and whatever. So the idea is not to get caught the entire level, which I enjoy. I don't have a problem usually failing and then going over and over and over and over again. I kind of find that fun.
Whereas if I fail like 3 times, I'm like, okay,
like,
what else do I have in my
yeah.
game box?
Deus Ex, here I come.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can understand losing patience with it, but I just think it's really fun. And when it works, it's like beautiful. It's like, wow, perfect. I assassinated him, and then I was able to get to the garbage truck in time and dispose of the body, and it's just it's fun. It's good life lessons. Not really. Okay, so and then the other huge thing that I really like about this series is the music. The music is phenomenal. Yeah. I don't care if you don't like the game; you have to like the music.
I don't like I don't like the music.
Yeah, right.
No, I do like the music.
It's Jesper Kyd, KYD, and he's also done like the Unreal Tournament, and I think he's done Robotech. Anyway, he has quite a little library, and the Hitman games are stars, I think. Just really good. I mean, Hitman goes to Agent 40 or Codename 47 goes to Chinatown, and he goes to China, basically. I think Hong Kong, and so it's got all these themes tied in, and it's just very, very worldwide. The soundtrack, it's really cool. It's very definitely worth a check out, worth a listen.
Do they have a soundtrack? Do you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can buy it.
Oh, so they do actually have a CD.
Yeah, you can get it on iTunes, or some of them you can get on iTunes. The rest of them you can find like on Rhapsody or whatever, or Amazon. Yeah, they have actual physical CDs. Same with the Unreal Tournament. If you're into electronica at all, the Unreal Tournament is very cool. So very atmospheric, as it should be. So anyway, that's it. I think Hitman. I'm looking forward to that 2012. It's going to be called. I think it might be the last one, as alluded in the name, and it is. Doggone it. Oh, Absolution.
Absolution.
Yeah. Hitman Absolution. So look forward to Hitman Absolution 2012.
I will. I mean, the game wasn't. It's not like I hated the game. It's just I get frustrated when I can't do something.
A little slow for you. I got it.
Yeah. So I'll be looking forward to borrowing your game.
Okay. All right. That's how I feel about Deus Ex. So
oh yeah,
trade.
I guess I need to finish that so you can play it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hurry up for 2012 so we can swap. All right, guys. That's it. Enjoy.
Bye.
See ya. Oh, hit it.
Yes.
Wow, you're really taking them today.
Oh, I am. Or this week.
Next week, we start off with a comic NYX.
Bye.
Nickman.
Nickman.
Was that retarded?
What?
That whole segment?
No. We had some fun with it.
Are you sure?
No.